What have you guys been thinking of Warrior so far?
Well, if it wasn't covertly girl power, it would be perfect.
See, that's where I disagree, Semper.
That's because you're retarded. Every fucking girl is a girl boss.
Listen to me.
Who's a boss in that show is a girl.
I'm sorry. Can you just repeat other people's words 1,000 times?
Do you need to print money? Why, yes, I do. Well, who can we get to print money? Oh, there's a girl boss over here who's the only one that can print money, and she decides to speak down to everybody else. Oh, do you need a person to take over?
Semper, the only one speaking down to people is you right now.
Oh, how dare you?
Speaking down, he's kind of yelling.
I'm so sick of the girl boss thing, and you told me they were going to get comeuppance, but
they did.
No, they didn't. They're all still in power. Get out of here.
Let's see. One's on run for their life.
These women. The only guy that's not serving a woman is
all
Lyric.
the whores died. They get their comeuppance every time they do something that's supposed to be a big power move. They get slammed back down in the dirt every single time. Every single time.
Is that so?
Dude, even remember the sword fight?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was the little girl. That was the little girl boss. That wasn't the big girl boss. The big girl boss is gonna go avenge him, and she's gonna be the one that kills him.
The whore, yeah, but she's also a badass.
I'm telling you.
She earns it too. She's been a badass. The most
she
annoying.
Got her ass kicked in the last season.
Yeah, she got the fucking. Yeah, she almost died in the last season. See, that's the only thing that is lacking in the other shit when they're like, "Oh, this chick's badass." It's like, okay, it's fine to make a badass, but there has to be repercussions for their actions. And in this show, they actually give you consequences for the things that you do.
I will give it that they're not Mary Sue fighter girl bosses. So each one of them.
I'm so sick of the girl boss shit. I'm sick of all that fucking parroting, all these buzzwords people use, because it means nothing in the end. A girl boss is just a strong female character. As long as it's written well, I don't give a fuck. That's all I want. I want real consequences for when they fuck up. That's what you don't get from what you would call a Mary Sue, right? They don't get consequences for their actions. They just get fucking more adoration. That doesn't happen with any of these characters.
I haven't given my opinion yet. I gotta agree with both of you. I'm annoyed with sort of the especially with that damn ink chick or that print lady.
I will say, sorry, Ken. I will say the one out of all of them that I really don't like is the printer chick.
Yeah, she comes in like a fucking Tasmanian devil, talking down to her father, saying she'll beat up beat up her brother, and talks down to all the gangster fucks. And again, I'm only on episode 4, I think.
But she can be salvaged for me because we have one episode left in the season. She can still be salvaged for me if she essentially ends up putting Assam in severe danger. He almost gets hurt, almost gets killed because of her.
I hate to tell you, Ken, she's dead.
Oh, she's dead.
She's dead.
Oh, good.
She's gonna die because everybody that he loves dies.
And
every one of them.
Semper, remember what happened to Mei Ling? I don't want to spoil it for Ken because he's not there yet. But what happened to Mei Ling?
She's running the whole thing now.
No. What happened to her?
What did she got put in? Did she got put in jail and loused or deloused?
That was a fun scene. You're just like, you dumb bitch.
And then what happened? Oh, the Mary
don't
Sue
spoil it.
She snapped her fingers and she's out of jail.
But what happened? I don't want you to say it. Just remember what happens in the last couple episodes when she makes a giant move. And what does she do?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Just to finish what I was
no, it doesn't.
It doesn't. No, go ahead, Ken.
Like I said, I was agreeing with both of you. You have to get through a lot of shit in this. There's a lot of fucking preaching and a lot of bullshit.
Especially in the second season.
Yeah, there's a lot of preachy shit you gotta...
Yeah, that's the...
But, like Til said, every one of their decisions is they pay for them. Nobody in this show is perfect. They all make really shitty decisions that come back to haunt them later on, which is cool. But again, you got to get through some really fucking lame shit. But overall, I do like the show. It's just sometimes it's so overbearing I can't even finish the episode.
No, the show's fantastic, and the girls aren't overpower fighting wise. One of them doesn't ever fight; she has everybody fight for her. The brothel ninjas.
I like her though. Okay, no, I may be a little partial.
With the exception of the last 2 episodes, they don't really kick dudes and shit like that. They just cut them with swords, and that's believable. Okay, my My really only gripe with this show is if you are a woman, you are leading the respective area you're in. Period. If you are a main character woman, you are in the lead of what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
and
why
all
would
of
they
the
not be the
men
main
are
character?
working around you.
Why would they not? If they were like a leader, in their area, why wouldn't they be part of like the main cast? You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense for a madam to run her own brothel. That happens.
Yes,
like, a lot.
that's believable.
Yeah.
But you know what doesn't make sense?
Mm.
Being in the 1890s and having a woman running a fucking gang. That dude
I
would have
could give that's a
died,
bit of a
and
stretch.
they would have all taken turns like raping her.
But
Whoa,
they
come on,
also,
grape.
they also,
Raping her. Beep that out, please.
they
Tim.
also made sure to show that I can't remember the guy's name that she was fucking on the side, the badass warrior that almost kills Assam.
Yeah, I like him.
They also took great stakes to show that she controlled him and he actually controlled the Tong. So when she killed her husband with him, he's the one actually taking power and handing it over to her. You understand what I'm saying? So like sometimes it could be a little much, but like they justify everything they do with most of their characters. There's just like I don't like the fucking printer bitch. I just find her annoying.
Oh yeah, the thing is like this thing is so close to, like, I don't say perfect, but pretty like an awesome fucking show that like has no problems, and they just throw in this random shit. It's just like, why did you do that? Like, this show is so
they had
fucking
to have-
awesome. Like, why did you fucking do that?
Because they had to have somebody preach about how all the guys are bad, and she was the one that did it. They got it.
I don't see
they
them.
have to put the damn check in the box. Yes, she sat there and talked to what's his name, the main guy, Ashun,
Assam.
Aw shucks.
Assam.
Bruce Lee
she-
light.
There was the
Dude.
whole, and Ken, you haven't seen this, but it's not going to spoil anything. There was the whole restaurant scene where she was talking about the story with the guy and the lightning and the lady that put the mirror up in the sky so he could see, and that would help him kill people better, because he was like, well, that's a good story. And she's like, no, men are awful. They kill people, and you're awful because you kill people.
Who said
No
that?
matter how much good you do, you're still going to be bad.
Who
And
said
then they
that?
have sex, and she's like, oh, I like it. I
Who-
like you now.
Who said that?
The printer chick.
I
when they were
completely
at the
blanked that
restaurant.
out of my thing then.
The dumplings.
Yeah, and then he still fucked her, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, because he's a man.
So
and,
all that proved it is everything she said was complete and utter bullshit.
Yeah.
That's all. See, that's what happens though when they like some. I'm not saying that they weren't adding that shit in, but that's the thing with like the Barbie movie. Kind of did that too, where it's like they're trying to prove a point, they end up proving the opposite.
and
all
if
they proved with
if
those scenes is that women will spout a bunch of bullshit they don't even believe.
So, and if his best friend decides he's going to try to kill her, what do you think he's going to do? What's
See,
he
that's what
gonna
I'm
do?
saying. That it's going to end up with him getting put in a pincer move, kind of like what happened to Mei Ling's dude, right? And it's going to come down to him deciding whether or not to protect his girl or protect his Tong. And I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. Like, I think he's got like justifications for either at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if I'm making a bet, they're gonna kill her, and it's gonna turn him. That's my theory.
I thought that
Or
was a little
she'll make
forced.
him kill Young Jun, and I'll turn him still.
I thought that whole thing with that rift between them was a little forced, with everything they've been through, and then that just finding out that he was the bitch's sister, and then they really ramped it up in season 3. I get that, like, they did a good job of like sort of putting that shit in people's ears and thoughts that like, all right, these two are, he's trying to take over, and this guy's the little knife guy is starting to figure it out, and they're eventually going to be at odds. But they were like the first 2 seasons, you don't see that at all. This guy, they're like best friends. And he when he's going over, when he finds out, he was like, "Look, I get why you didn't tell me, because we probably would have killed you immediately. But I also like when he's explaining it to him, he's like, all right, I get it, but I still feel that you're loyal. But then like the next season, they're like at each other's throats almost. It's like fucking retarded.
Well, there's been a little bit of time pass, and then you also have the repercussions of at the end of season 2, Assam essentially became the hero of Chinatown.
Yeah,
And
they
so
got
that-
murals of him.
Yeah, and so you get a little bit. They could have added a little more to Young Jun's side to show him getting like a little jealous of Assam. But overall, it makes sense in the end. They just,
See,
they
I
just could have
think-
done. They could have done a little more work on that.
They did it a little fast. Is what I'm
Yeah, yeah. They
Oh, go ahead.
Why don't you
Sorry.
guys go?
With the exception of one guy, I think all the guy stuff is great. Like I think that the tension between the first and second command and the tension between the two lead fighter guys in each of the tongs. It's great. It's amazing. Can we talk about the guy that they inserted in season 2?
I was gonna say before we get to that,
openly
though,
gay, and that's the only reason for him to be there.
I want to say before we get to that, because it's probably gonna take a huge chunk. But the guy they introduced this season that was the head of a different tong that paired with
I liked him,
dude. Him and I can't remember the dude's name. Let me look it up real quick. But the
bowl haircut guy.
No, the guy that looked Hispanic.
No, yeah, the guy that's in John Wick. He played a Japanese guy.
Yes,
I guess he's
yes.
Chinese in this. But he doesn't look like either.
Yeah.
He looks a half something or other.
No, he just kind of showed up, but I like him. I liked him.
Yeah, he's in John Wick 3.
Let's see.
But he always plays like a character like this, like a fighter.
Because he can probably fight. And that's the other that is
Lee
if you're
Yong.
looking
Lee
for
Yong
the
is
biggest my favorite thing about this show, no CGI, no wires.
Yep.
It's just choreography and skill. And it's amazing.
Dude, and I love I think his name is Andrew Koji is the guy that plays Assam. Like season 2, they gave him those nunchucks, and he's literally got the Bruce Lee like waist high pants on, and he's dude, that shit was badass.
I can do that with nunchucks.
I'm not saying it's
difficult.
difficult. I can do that. I'm just saying that it was a cool scene because it was very
cool.
It was very like a really big nod to Bruce Lee.
Well, that was the comment that she made that really turned me on the money printer. When she looked at him and goes, "Oh, go back to your playing with your sticks." And it's like, bitch, you were in Chinatown in the late 1800s.
You should have said, "I'm gonna."
You know exactly what those are and the importance of being able to fight. And you're gonna diminish him after he saved your ass more than once? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, this fucking scene is so goddamn like season 2 had a lot of rough spots in it, but in many respects, this little fight scene, I was like, you know what? I forgive you. Like, dude, like he's going full Bruce Lee.
The whole fucking doing the nose thing, that kind of was like,
I'm
making this guy a little.
Well, this whole thing is based on like the writings of Bruce Lee, supposedly. I mean, I don't know if it is or not, but like
it says it in every episode at the end. It says based on the writings of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, and it's like I felt like it was a nice little homage to Bruce Lee. You know, trying to show a little respect to him. Maybe somebody might think it's a little tacky or whatever.
Well, if you get to the dojo, he's using 2 of them practicing. And that was a little bit better.
The nunchucks are such a stupid weapon.
It is. It really is a stupid weapon. Yeah, Shadiversity like showed definitely why it's a dumb weapon, but it looks cool in movies.
Yeah.
Like it looks cool. Like it's a very cinematic weapon. And Bruce Lee was the fucking master of it. And I think this was a pretty decent little tribute to him, you know? It was nothing
going on. Hold on.
What's the matter?
We're getting a copyright detected.
Oh, well, I already turned it off the screen, so it's okay.
The video. God, I hate YouTube. I hate you so much, YouTube.
I'm biased, but I didn't like the Irish fight. I thought that guy should have I didn't like I do like that like he didn't just whoop his ass. It was a real deal fight, and he didn't walk away from that like untouched. But I didn't like he was hitting him exactly the same way the other guy was hitting him, but the other guy just kept getting up. And that guy's twice his fucking size, and you're just gonna take his punch like that? Fuck y'all.
Yeah, but I love Leary. He might be one of my favorite characters.
He gets a little plot armor sometimes in his fights, but especially this season. Like this season's like Leary storyline is so goddamn good.
Yeah, but I like that character. That's why too. I was just like, I'm glad he didn't just whoop his ass, but I was like, man, come on. And then he's got this weird heart thing going on. I don't know what the hell that was.
I noticed he looks like David Arquette, and now I can't unsee it. Every time I look at him, I see David Arquette now.
I see like a bigger Dennis Leary. If like Dennis Leary had got his Wheaties when he was a kid or something, you know.
He's Dewey from Scream. That's what I see every time I look at him now.
I don't see that at all.
Leary.
What are you talking about?
I don't see that at all.
I'm telling you.
You need to fix those glasses, man.
You're gonna see it, and that's all you're gonna see from now on.
I mean, I've been watching it for like 3 years now, and I don't see that at all.
Yeah. Maybe the Asian dude following around that chick with his bowl haircut is kind of Dewey, but he'll still kick your ass too.
Dude, like the Leary storyline though with what's the rich guy's name? The one that he burns down the horse place.
Yeah, the one that Ken isn't there yet, so
I'm there as he burned. Oh yeah, I'm not that part yet. I don't care about spoilers. I'm gonna watch it anyway, but
it's pretty good. Like there's this whole arc where like he starts getting Leary into like politics, and they get like Buckley under their thumb and shit. and then he like
I
kind
like
of
Buckley's
turns.
character. I know you hate Buckley, but I
you hate
Buckley.
like he's a good character, as in like he's very hateable. Like he's supposed to be hateable. So he's a very well written like Weasley kind of like villain character, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, I like his character though. That's how somebody who, you know, has that severe of a disability and is weak. That's how they have to win.
He sent
And
that
it's
rich
great.
bitch to the nut house.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
some
Yeah,
respect
but-
on his damn name. You,
Nope, but she's gonna come back. Watch, she's gonna come back.
she
And
hasn't
she's
come
gonna
back since
girl
that
boss
season.
that shit into the next stratosphere. Watch.
I mean, somebody's
Oh,
gonna
dude,
pimp slap
like
her.
he got that. See, that was another thing that like gave me like a point for this show, like that kind of made it for some of the shit they did last season, and the gay scenes we'll talk about here in a minute. Was like Buckley like gets that rich bitch who like you think is gonna like completely walk over him and like try to take over. You think she's gonna go like full girl boss, as you would say, Semper, even though I fucking hate that term.
She already did.
No,
Nobody's
she
letting
didn't.
her run a business in 1890.
They did that shit when like if someone's husband died, it was actually kind of common for that to happen, for the wife to take over the business until the sons could.
If she's married,
If she's,
stop it.
If she's married?
If she's married, the husband takes over the business.
Yeah, if the husband dies and she doesn't remarry, and her sons can't
Oh, are
take
you
over.
talking about the lesbo?
No, I'm talking about the fucking rich bitch that
Yes, she was
Buck-
married and she took over her own business.
Her husband died.
Her father died.
Well, she probably she inherited the business
Her
from her father,
husband
but
was the mayor. Her husband's dead now. But
no,
he-
not that bitch.
You're
We're not,
talking
you're
about
talking
two
about yeah, you're
different
talking about somebody
That's what
completely
I
different.
said. I'm
No,
talking about the lesbian.
No, that's a whole nother perfect E2. You were wrong. Strike 3. Cut your beard because it's messing with your ears. He's talking about the girl that's like trying to get with the mayor.
Yeah, with Buckley, the bitch that just shows up and goes,
Oh,
"I like
okay,
a
that
strong
lady,
man."
okay.
Yes, her husband died. If I remember right, she took over the business from her husband after he died.
Yeah,
So that's why she's super rich. And you think she's gonna just come in and like stomp all over Buckley and do the fucking pay by number shit, but instead she like empowers Buckley and then like turns Buckley even more into a vicious animal.
No, what she does is she comes in, he's losing, and because of her girl power, he wins.
No, because of her pussy power. He starts winning because he starts getting laid, son.
He starts winning because she starts manipulating everybody around.
No, that doesn't happen at all. They never show that. He wins because Leary and that fucking dude I think Strickland's his name, puts Buckley in power. That's the only reason why he wins. It has nothing to do with her. He immediately, after makes that deal, goes into the next room and fucks the shit out of her. You remember that?
with his little fake leg.
Yeah. And it's like, ooh, he's got the dumbest like O face. Like, and they're in like fucking like Victorian era like clothes. So it's like the most asexual fucking you've ever seen.
Dude, that's another thing, just for the general audience. There are an inordinate amount of... The show turns into like Skinamax every single time somebody starts kissing, and it's uncomfortably long. So get your fast forward button ready.
Well, I mean, I don't really... There's like a couple of sex scenes with Assam and Asian chick. I just kind of like tuned out of that because I
Every
just don't find
sex scene, they
Asians...
might as well start playing the...
I just don't find Asians very attractive. Like, that's just like a personal taste kind of thing.
Racist.
Maybe
You don't have yellow fever?
Maybe my dick's racist. I don't know.
Nope.
So like
I
pretty
don't
much
mi- I don't mind
anytime
it.
there's like naked Asians on the show, like I just like kind of my eyes wander to my phone and I just wait until I start hearing someone talk.
What are you waiting for the old blonde lady to get naked?
No,
What are
there's
you waiting for?
honestly there's no one in the show that I'd really want to see naked.
Not even I saw him.
Fuck you. Hey, yeah, it's
Wait,
just a personal
you-
taste,
you don't
man.
wanna see
You're more than
Hong
welcome
naked?
to him. Do what?
Mhm.
You don't want to see Hong naked?
No, I skipped through that scene. Okay, let's talk about that. All right.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
There's a
dude?
big drawback to this show after season 2 because they introduce a character that actually is pretty good, except for this one aspect where he's into men, which makes no fucking sense in
Out of
1890.
nowhere.
Like,
And the thing is, no, not just that he's into men, he also meets
Openly.
another gay guy that runs an openly gay and transgender bar.
that actually
in the
happened.
1800s.
That actually happened. What do you think Oliver Wilde went to prison for? I'm serious.
And everybody just seems to be okay with it.
Yeah,
That's the other thing.
that's the
Somebody will
part
say
I have the
something.
problem with. Like, I mean, as much as I just kind of I skipped through any scene. Like I told y'all this before when I recommended this show. Any scene where Hong is alone. He does not have either a Psalm or Young June with him. Just skip until you see something that's not him. Because
he's
it's
got his
stay
cool
scenes.
weapon. He's got his cool weapon, and he
that
can
makes
fight.
no sense. But I kind of just give like a little pass.
If you removed Hong from this movie or this show in its entirety, it would make no difference to the show whatsoever.
That's what I was saying. This season specifically, all his like standalone scenes have no bearing on the fucking show whatsoever. He had his little resolution because I watched the very last scene because it was in a bar, so I'm like, okay, it's very likely not going to be any gay sex in this scene.
No,
let's see what they were building to. Okay,
just gay singing.
Here's what they. I'll spoil it for you guys. Here's what they built it to.
Say it slow.
The ginger cop that held a gun on him during the raid. I don't know if you got that far, Ken.
Yeah, yeah, he hasn't gotten that far. That was like
there's a ginger cop that holds a gun on Hong during a raid. He's in the gay bar and wants to fuck Hong, and so Hong kills him. That's what it led to.
You know, the white Irish cop would totally go into the high-profile, completely out in the open gay and transgender bar and solicit somebody he put a gun to his head before.
That's the real problem with that is it's high profile. A working class like cop wouldn't be allowed into a place like that.
In an Asian
white
bar.
Irish cop in the 1800s is going to take the chance that somebody sees him even going near something like that.
Exactly.
That Irish cop would have 7 kids. You know what I mean? And some beard of a wife.
But yeah, the big down point for this season is definitely Hong. If you skip through all Hong's scenes, you don't miss anything, and you don't have to watch any gay stuff. So it's a win-win.
Which is weird because they just presented him as this quirky, insane guy.
You know what'd be hilarious? You know how when they have the main credits pop up, there's a little button on HBO that says skip past the intro.
Mm-hmm.
During the Hong scenes, it's just a little button pops and says skip past gay. Skip gay scene. Takes you right to the next scene.
The little button that lets you skip the beginning credits.
Whoever creates that button will be a billionaire.
Exactly.
No, they won't. They'll be doxxed and they'll lose their job.
I want to create that button.
I want to make that commercial. Are you tired of gay shit in your TV? We got the solution for you.
Hey, Core Black Garrett.
It's called the gay skip button.
That would be a much funnier sketch than anything you guys ever wrote over there at fucking Normal World. That just sucks.
Press the gay away with our secret button. Damn it. Yeah, dude, you showed me that.
Leave your comments down below.
Those skits are fucking terrible.
Yeah. Eric says an exposition skip button. Well, you need some exposition. It's bad exposition you don't like. Good exposition, you never know what's happening. It's like medicine and mixed with sugar,
Well, and I will give them kudos for the graphic sex scenes in the sense that they don't sit there and run crucial dialogue in the middle of the sex scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can legitimately skip through all of the, and I'm not joking, gratuitous sex scenes. You can skip through them and you don't miss any of the dialogue.
In the second season, they never really, they talked about Hong being gay, but they never really got into it.
The hell's a time quake?
It's an earthquake in time.
He didn't even tell anyone he was gay. It's just magically everybody knew.
Out of nowhere.
No, he does. When the first time they go to the whorehouse, Young June's like, "Come on, let's get some sticky," and he's like, "I prefer a different kind." You're like, "Oh Jesus."
Yeah,
he's like, "Well, whatever, more for me."
People, not Asian. It could be like you, and he just doesn't like Asian people.
Yeah. No offense, but I just don't like you people.
And I think he pretty much. I don't think he comes out and says I like boys, but he heavily suggests it. I'm like, oh yeah, I hear what you're fucking saying, you stupid fucking show.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. It's not great.
The fact that they were okay with it is honestly beyond the whole gay shit. That's my biggest problem with the show is there is no way in 1890 a Chinese immigrant criminal organization would be okay with this guy being gay unless he was someone important's son. That's the only way people would be like, no, you don't fucking get to say shit.
And then he would be hiding it.
No, he'd probably
no, he likes to suck dick. Hey, Dad, he likes to suck dick. Oh, it's great.
No, if he was someone's son, he'd probably be really loud and proud about it, and then there would be a whole thing with people giving him shit, and the dad fucking punishing people for talking shit about his gay son.
Yeah, there should be way more that was not accepted back then. It wasn't. It was 1890. It wasn't accepted in 1990.
It wasn't accepted. Yeah, it
Well,
wasn't
in
accepted in the
1990
80s when I grew up.
Yeah,
it
and-
definitely wasn't 100 years prior to that.
In 1990, like, you know, you like most people just been like, ugh, and just like kind of like ignored that whole person as a whole. Like, they wouldn't have been like, you know, very violent reactions. But in 1890, like, they found that guy fucking another dude, they would have probably strung them both up.
Yeah, you wouldn't find them ever again.
Yeah, they
Maybe in
would've-
the ocean when they washed up again.
Yeah, they would have like
And
fucking just
especially
murdered
with
those
the
guys.
Irish, because they were all Catholic.
Yeah, that's the other thing. And
Which-
everybody acts like the Asians don't have their beliefs and shit like that. They didn't accept that shit either.
Which they could have used this as an interesting like thread line if he had been keeping it secret, right? Say like the
Yeah.
first time he went to the whorehouse, like he's like, oh yeah, and goes up to the room with the whore, and then he just doesn't fuck her, you know, and like he just like tell him I fucked you real good, you know, like shit like where he's like hiding it from them, and then later on when you like when the story requires you to dispose of this character, like they could get rid of him because they find out he's gay, but no,
Can I be?
you can't do that in today's market because it's what they call burying the gay.
Can I be random YouTube commenter real quick? I want to be random YouTube. Actually, in the 1890s, it was completely accepted all the time, and you guys are just homos.
It doesn't make
Homophobic.
sense. That doesn't make sense.
It's never accepted.
You're just homophobic. You're just homophobic.
Yeah,
Unsubscribe.
Since we're on that subject, I don't know why Til's getting a lot of hate and I'm not getting anything.
Oh, dude,
What
it's
the
so great.
fuck?
Here, I'll show you guys this. All right, so here, let me get a little more.
I
size.
have no words. TF.
She
Hold
said,
on, okay, I'll take it down the thread, homie. Gotta get much bigger though.
"Of a clip I made."
All right,
by
so this is the clip where we watched that gay trailer, and,
You're so
and
mad
Ken and
you're not
I,
getting yelled at.
you know, had a violent reaction to it. So I replied, I got a few words for that trailer, but they're all banned on YouTube. And I don't know who Roxy Bell is, but they can fucking eat a dick. Said, their existence really bother you that much, eh? Wow, just wow. Who even raised you? A man of God. So, you know, what's your problem?
lovely parents who raised me.
So I responded with, what does the N-word have to do with their existence bothering me? And they responded, what does that movie have to do with the N-word? And so I've just been responding, watch the trailer again. You'll understand. All I saw were you both freaking out over a gay kiss. Come on now. You missed it then. Watch it again. Tell me instead. You really got to see for yourself. Just trust me. And then stop being homophobic. Stop. Hold on.
Where are you?
I didn't realize that this was going on. I would have gone in there when the person said, I have no words, and I would have said, clearly you have words.
Zen originally got the brunt of it.
Where is it? Here we go. Should that be my my final response? They said stop being homophobic. Stop being an F slur. I feel like that's an adequate response, right?
That's appropriate. Yeah.
And when they get mad, make sure you say, I was saying stop being a fucker.
Yeah.
Stop being a furry. I'm gonna take it down. I'm gonna take it down a whole nother rabbit hole. This is gonna keep going for a while. But I'm pretty sure I got this person to watch that video like 4 fucking times.
No, yeah. I was like, whoa, man, why do they have views for that jumping on?
Dude, we got like 500 fucking views on that shit.
And it was all because you guys didn't want to see two dudes kiss.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
the funniest thing.
It was an honest reaction. I didn't know, neither one of us were like knew that was.
I
gonna
felt
happen.
like, dude, when I
Yeah.
first saw it, I'm like, this is getting kind of gay.
When I saw it, when I go through the trailers and shit, when the first bit of that, they're all wearing like 18th century garb and shit. I thought it was gonna be like an old fucking movie about the British family or some shit.
Mhm.
I had no idea that was the plot to it. I was like, oh my god, and it was visceral. I was like, that got me out of nowhere. I was like, no, these are just rich guy finds out that, or no, rich guy not that bad with his Mexican friend. He was like, brown guy realizes white people aren't that bad. I thought it was that kind of movie.
Nope, it was a
brown
rich guy
penetrates-
realizes he likes dick.
Right?
And he talks
I'm-
the brown guy into liking dick as well.
And I'm not afraid of it. I'm just morally and physically disgusted by it.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I'm not scared of it.
No, it's like when I see a kid and snot's running down their face, I find it disgusting.
Yeah,
Same
it's
reaction.
like if somebody shits their pants, I don't want to be around them. Like that's gross.
Yeah,
But I'm not afraid of it.
yeah, it's not a fear, it's a repulsion.
Yeah,
It's different.
it's a
Fear is
visceral
like,
reaction.
repulsion's like, bleh.
Yeah.
Different, see? Different.
Yeah. You're not afraid of the guy that doesn't shower. You're just disgusted by him and you don't want to be around him.
Yeah.
The very of it makes me sick.
Back to Warrior. I'm really excited to see the finale. I want to see what they do. I think a lot of my opinion on the season will definitely linchpin on the finale. Even though I did the past like 3 or 4 episodes, like they completely forgot about Hong, and they've been fucking amazing.
Just remember when the season finale comes along. Just remember, everyone he has sex with dies.
Yeah, I hope she dies.
And
I've been wanting her to die since the moment we met her.
Yeah, so
Chick
it's
isn't dead.
gonna happen. Everybody he's had sex with is dead.
Blonde chick's just in a crazy house.
Well, I mean, might as well be dead.
She's dead inside.
Oh, you're right.
yes.
She's not dead.
They've given her a lobotomy and they finger bang her until she shuts up. I mean, that's what happened in no houses in the 1890s. I don't know what
Yeah,
you
that
guys
sounds about
read.
right.
Yeah, that's legit.
No, she's gonna come. She's gonna come out and girl boss that shit. That one is.
Saying it.
I don't know. I mean, she might come back. I don't know. We'll see. But all I know is this season's been really good, and if you skip past all the Hong shit, you'll never even notice it was there. Nothing of any kind of value happens in any of those scenes. Like, first scenes they meet, or he sees him sing, and then they meet out back, I think. And then the next episode, I think they finally fuck. I just skipped through that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then like they go to a tranny bar.
Jesus Christ.
And then they like disappear for like 3 fucking episodes. And they show up in like episode 9 at another queer bar and he kills a cop.
Yeah, I'm not saying that bearded ladies didn't exist in the 1890s. I'm just saying they existed in circuses. They were called freak shows.
I like how this is all supposed to be happening when there's like gangs of cops beating down every business and shit like that. Like, you tell me this exists when a bunch of Irish Catholic fucking cops are going around beating Chinese businesses up?
You know what I would have liked though? Okay, because there's the scene with Bill O'Hara and the new police chief. I don't want to give it away for you, Ken, but Semper knows what I'm talking about.
Do what you gotta do.
Okay, so Leary needs to get some kids out of fucking jail, right? And Bill just says fuck it, and like basically goes and tries to talks the guy that is like overlooking the jail into letting him out because he's an old friend or whatever. And the new police chief catches him and tells him, you know what, I'll let him out if you beat me in a fist fight, but if I win, you and O'Leary go into jail too. And O'Hara kicks the shit out of him after getting his shit kicked in for a while.
Yeah, you know what? It was a boxing fight that was similar to the tournament fight where he was done and then all of a sudden he got that second wind and stood up and beat the hell out of him.
He figured it out, mate. But yeah, that's a good scene though.
Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
Dude, that scene when he was like, "You're going 2 rounds with me," to the guy that was working with the Chinese, and he's like, "No, you're gonna kill him now." That was graphic.
But you know what would be a good scene? Like, okay, so they like kind of like fire that captain because he's got like jaw wired shut. It'd have been great if instead of the ginger cop, it was him at the gay bar, and Hong kills him. Like that would have been a kind of nice little way to like.
Nice cleanup.
Yeah, and then like they would have actually tricked you into watching a scene with that gay singer. I don't even know what the dude looked like, to be honest. I just remember hair and like
I saw that
sleeves.
and I started hitting that skip button immediately. Dude, fuck that.
Like the first scene is literally just him seeing him, and then like they meet.
He's like an Asian Adam Lambert.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, that's a good description. Fucking A, dude. I was like, what is this? This has nothing to do with the story. This is like completely out of nowhere, this whole scene.
They just had to insert a gay guy. Like that's the only reason he's there is to be gay.
It's so fucking over the top. I was like, is this the same fucking show? Why the hell is he dressed like modern time gay guy?
But if you pay attention, and I know that Til hates the girl boss thing, but if you pay attention to this show, they have very subtle woke shit. Like I appreciate the fact that it's subtle. Look, you're not getting away from woke shit in this
especially
world
on
anymore.
HBO right now. Like HBO's always been known for
very subtle for the most part in comparison to the shit that we normally watch.
HBO's always been like known for putting gay shit in their movies and TV shows or whatever.
Is this HBO or is this Epics? No, it's Cinemax.
No, it's Cinemax and HBO are the same thing now.
What? When did that happen?
Like 6 months ago.
I thought you were about to say like 6 years ago. I was like, holy shit, really? Okay, that's not that bad. That's not that bad.
But at least in Game of Thrones, the gay guy, if you had to endure a gay scene, but then you got to see the guy's head split open by the mountain,
Well, not only that, you saw like so many boobs, it didn't matter. Not so much in this fucking
they
show.
did have, and like all this show, the only boobs you ever see are like Asian girls, and it's like it's not
You
great.
complain about Asian boobs. I'm not gonna stand for that.
It's not great. They look like mosquito bites.
Yeah, and then the whole time you're sitting there texting Frozen, is that you? Is that you? Is that you?
I mean, I may have
you?
done that a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Why is Ken and Til and Semper texting me that over and over and over again?
I kept sending pictures of the boob.
Okay, here, I got. Let's see. Here he is.
Yeah,
Yes,
what the fuck
it's
is
Asian.
that?
It's Asian Adam Lambert. Pull up a picture of Adam Lambert in stage makeup.
Oh God. All right.
No. Do we need to see it? I think that's all the visual we need. Fucking twink. That guy would have lasted about 10 seconds walking down the street in 1890.
Oh my
Sick of
God.
your homophobia, Ken.
God damn it, Semper.
Was he right? Was he right?
Oh, I'm right.
Is Adam Lambert still a thing?
He's Asian Adam Lambert.
Jesus, it's the same guy. Are we sure this isn't Adam Lambert?
It's Adam Lambert.
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 Ramrer.
Yeah, it's honestly it's the biggest fucking shitty part of the season. And if you just get past it, you literally miss nothing. So I mean, I at least am appreciative of them for doing that, putting nothing of actual consequence or value in the scene.
You know what else?
Doesn't mean anything, so they forced it in. Gross phrasing. Sorry.
You know what else I appreciate about this show is, and it was the biggest highlight of season 2 when they went down to Mexico for that tournament, and that big ass monstrous guy was just beating the shit out of everyone, and he's like, "I'm gonna have to fight this guy," and she's like, "Yep, you're next up," and she's like, "You got to finish it quick." And this guy had been just beating the hell out of everybody, and he's like, "All right, I'll finish it quick." I really appreciated the fact that he kicked him hard in the head once, and the guy just went out.
Wasn't that Michael?
And then you never saw the guy again.
Because he died. He killed him.
I don't think he killed him.
Yeah, he killed him. He struck him in the fucking head hard enough to kill him.
Oh, I didn't think he killed him. I thought.
Yeah, that was the implication they were giving, was that he killed this guy. Was that Michael Bisping?
Yeah, he's like a MMA
No, that
guy,
wasn't
a
Bisping.
boxer.
Who was that? It was somebody.
But that guy was a monster.
Somebody I recognized.
That guy's like a professional fighter, I think.
Yeah,
I thought they were gonna spar it out, and he just went, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
It's absolutely Michael Bisping.
Is it?
That
Yeah,
was
I'm
not
looking at a
Michael
picture of him
Bisping,
right
was
now.
it?
Google Michael Bisping. This is this guy.
I know who Michael Bisping is.
Yeah, obviously you don't.
I didn't realize that was Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping used to be like tall and lanky.
What? You type in Michael Bisping Warrior, all his pictures come up.
That was busy then, like his fucking weird ear.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, you sure do. You sit corrected.
I haven't seen him in a while since he
The
retired.
fact I just typed in UFC fighter Warrior HBO. Apparently, there's been quite a few Warriors in there. Daniel Cormier was in it at one point too.
What, really? The black dude?
I think so. Yeah, that's what it says. Unless I'm reading about something else.
That must have been some weird fight
Maybe
scene.
it's it could be talking about the other Warrior. You know, the one with Tom Hardy.
I liked how they Game of Thrones Happy.
Happy?
Yeah, the black guy, Happy, what's his name? Happy something. Happy Jack.
Oh, Happy Jack.
Yeah, they Game of Thrones him. It was awesome.
Oh, dude, and fucking he's about to
except for who Game of Thrones him, and then I went, oh,
Chow
God.
is going to fuck Assam over so bad. To save his own skin.
I think Chow's sending. And again, sorry, Ken. I think Chow is sending the Happy Jack's crew to that location because he knows the cops are going to raid it, and so the cops are going to take out Happy Jack's guys.
I was under the impression he was just going to give him all of Assam's money and take off.
No, he basically what he did is he said, "Look, I know where the plates are going to be. I'll give you the location of the plates." Well, they're moving the plates to a warehouse that's away from the tong.
Yeah.
So the cops can come and get the plates. So the cops are going to run into the black guys and kill the entire faction of the black guys.
Well, if you're right, hopefully they'll kill each other, you know. Just have like a nice little bloodbath on both sides.
Can't comment because I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.